everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I am here today with I guess a stash kit is how you can describe this. So I guess it was like a week and a half ago, I told you guys that I was working with the stash kit that I had already made in my stash, and I just wanted to kind of see what I could create with it, and then I was going to put it away and maybe work with another stash kit, maybe work with a pre-made kit. Either way, so I ended up making 3 layouts with that stash kit that I still had out. And then I pretty much just dispersed everything into my stash, or back into my stash, because that's where it originally came from. You're going to see in just a moment that I did keep a couple of the scraps out. I'm going to see if I can use them, and if I can't throughout this next kit, then I'll probably just toss them. But I do want to just see if I can make use of those before I either put them up or get rid of them. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I do really try to use as much as possible whenever possible, even if I'm just using some of those scraps as like notes to write to myself or reminders for later. So anyways, I asked Calen to go in my ottoman, the one that I have that lifts up for storage. I asked him to go in there and just pick a kit out, because I think I have probably somewhere in the range of 25 or 30 pre-made kits. A lot of them were actually all of them pretty much, but maybe 1 or 2 were purchased during sales. So this one is a Gossamer Blue August 2017 Life Pages kits. A lot of them are the Project Lifestyle kits because they were cheaper, and a lot of times those went on sale whenever I could buy them. I would buy those in bulk because I like the scale of a lot of the embellishments that go on Pocket Life Pages. I do 12 by 12 as well as Pocket Life, but I like the scale of the Pocket Life stuff, so I typically try to grab those when I can, especially when they're on sale. So anyways, I thought what I would do for the next couple layouts that I create is take this kit that he grabbed. It was really just random. Take this kit that he grabbed and add just a few things from my stash, pretty much things I just had sitting around or things that were in the last stash kit, just to try to go ahead and bulk this up just a tiny bit. I also went ahead and pulled out some photos. This is like my little planning sheets, and these are from, oh funny, I didn't even realize it. It's almost from the same time period. So this kit's August 2017 and the photos I pulled were July 2017. And I have 4 Project Life pages left to do from this particular month and 3 12 by 12 pages. So I would, eventually like to finish the albums that I have started. I haven't even really worked a whole lot on my 2018 album. I've worked a little bit, but the primary problem I have is printing photos. So that is one thing I'm working on this year, of course. So but I do want to go ahead and scrapbook everything that I have printed already and planned, because I don't want those to get lost or anything like that. So these are July 2017. So I have definitely enough to work with here. And I've already pretty much scrapbooked most of July 4th. I think I only have one, I only have one more layout that's from July 4th. That's one Project Life page. So I probably won't do that. I probably will use some themed products for that, but I can go ahead and scrapbook the other Project Life pages, or maybe even a 12 by 12 page. I haven't decided yet. I haven't pulled any 12 by 12 papers. I just pulled scraps to go with this because I had enough Project Life pages to do. But if I'm feeling inspired, I might do a 12 by 12 as well. So let me share with you what is in this kit, as well as the things that I'm adding. So first, let me pull out my tray. This is what I like to store my kits in when I'm working with them, and this sits in the top of my Ikea Raskog cart. And someone asked what this is. So this is the Antonius tray from Ikea. It's got a large section here, 2 kind of mid-range sections, and 2 small sections. And it fits directly into the Raskog carts. And there's a little bit of space around the edges, so I usually like slide my photos on the side of the cart so it sits like this there, so I can always find them. And if I have any 12 by 12 pages, usually, or even just like these, where I have like It's like probably a 4.5 by 5 by 12, something like that. I usually just slide those in the edge of the cart, and so they sit like this so I can see it when it's sitting next to me. So I have this already from the last kit ready to go. I just left the little heartwood veneers in here. I love these. I really do, and I try not to use a million on each page. I probably could, but I really try not to. So since I have them pulled out, I'm just going to leave them in here and just keep using them pretty much till they're done. Same thing with these sequins. So this is teal and silver stars. So I'm going to leave those in here as well because I do like a few little bits to sprinkle here and there. I don't think the teal is the right color for this kit, but I can make the silver work. So I'll leave it in here. It's not hurting anything. And then these are the scraps that I had left over from my stash kit that I just worked with. So there's a couple white pieces of cardstock, but I have a few pattern papers. And I don't think I'll probably use these, but what I may use is the white side because these are just single-sided papers to mat a photo or, you know, mat a label or something like that. And then I just have a bunch of little random scraps. So I'm not sure if I'll use any or all of these, and there's some more white cardstock at the back. But I'm going to go ahead and keep them in here and see, and then after I work with this kit, I'll determine whether I'm going to keep them. Like, I'll probably like throw these little strips away and things like that. But I have them here. We'll see if I use them or not. I'm actually going to put those there. All right, so let's go through. Oh, and then I have the little enamel plus signs that were from the last kit as well together. I have a few more scrap pieces and stash pieces that I've pulled, but I'm going to set those aside just for a second and show you what's in this kit, and then I'll show you what I added. Okay, so this kit again is the August 2017 Life Pages kit from Gossamer Blue, which they are no longer in business, but I do have a lot of their products still, and I really enjoyed their products. This kit looks like it was primarily designed by Tracy Reed. All of the items say designed by Tracy Reed, actually every single one of them, except for the cards, but they don't really say who they were designed by. I'm just going to assume it was all by Tracy since everything else is her. So the stamp set has these little circles with hearts. It says, "Give me some sugar, savor this day, awesome." A label, "Let's go on an adventure." A flower, "Yummy," 2 different ways, some dots, besties, an arrow, "Much love." Another flower, it's a bigger version, "Nom," with a fork, knife, and spoon, and then a circle label. So I have this. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the packaging. And what I also try to do after I use these kits is go ahead and put that aside. Go ahead and put these in my regular stamp storage. That way it's ready to go for me to use in the future. We also have some washi strips. And I typically keep the packaging with the kit. I do that with everything but the stamp. There's no need for me to keep the stamp packaging because it's not going to stay in there. There's one set of washi strips. It says "Nom nom nom, delish, good eats." And then we've got a pink and white polka dot, a red and white stripe, a like gingham pattern, I guess is what you would call that. Some hearts. That's very similar to that stamp. And then some stripes. Those will go in there. And it seems very generic, this kit, just by when I first glanced at it. So I think it'll actually be really good to use with photos that are just kind of random, everyday style photos, which is what a lot of these pages are going to be. I've got these kind of like golden, it makes me think of like a goldenrod or like a daffodil yellow, kind of orangey yellow, but they're really pretty, and I like the size of these alphas. I've also got a sticker sheet here. Sorry for the packaging rustling. A sticker sheet here, and it's got a bunch of little word stickers as well as this little tiny alpha. And I usually have a hard time with these alphas because I don't feel like there's enough. But I could at least use them on 1 or 2 pages, so we'll see what I can create with it. I'm a really big fan of using alphas as much as possible. Like this one, for instance, which I'm keeping in this kit. Look how much. I mean, like, there's barely any left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22 alphas, and that's it. So it's really not even enough to say you have a whole alpha. I do have a lot of numbers though and some punctuation. So I'm keeping it in this kit just to see what I can use. I like to like make my own letters. As you can see, there's pieces cut out. So there's only one vowel left, but you could totally do other things with this. So I'm keeping that in this kit as well. But that's what I'm saying, like with this, I will use what I can and really try to be creative with it. That's one thing I really enjoy about scrapbooking, is that you really can use your creativity. All right, we have some enamel shapes again by Tracy Reed. There's olive green stars, kind of a brighter blue stars, some navy hearts, that really pretty like tomatoey red color and hearts, and then you've got that goldenrod yellow, and then kind of a softer pink color in the dots. So you've got a really good variety there. That'll go really good with those wood veneer hearts as well, since there's not any wood veneer in this particular kit. Okay, this is where I like to put all my die cuts. It's funny how you just kind of get into a pattern with kits and the way you use them. It doesn't really matter where the kit's from. I always use them the same way. So there's 20 pieces. We've got some labels. I'm going to go ahead and punch out the little pieces as we go. I like this. This is Heart This, and it's really a navy, but it could read as a soft black color, you know, where you have like a black that's not super crisp. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Happy Day, little tag with fork, knife, and spoon. Cutie, Smile, Good Vibes Only, Hooray for Today, Take the Scenic Route, My Happy Place, A Special Day, which I have some birthday photos in here, so that actually works well. Remember This. Got a little tag. It's like a little short stubby tag. It's kind of cute. Heart. Couple circle labels here. I don't know if I was supposed to get 2 olive green ones. They were stuck together, but I got 3 circle labels. 2 more labels. And then we've got another heart, and this one says My Whole Heart here. So there's 20 die cuts, maybe potentially 21 if I got an extra one of those circles, which is not a ton, but this is also kind of where I'm like, okay, I can make maybe 2, maybe if I stretch it, 3 layouts with this if I just use these die cuts, and maybe use up the whole kit. So it's kind of my goal here. I really like to have kits and use my products, but it's gotten a little out of control with how many kits I have stored up. I really have got to work through them. Otherwise, they're going to be there forever. So I've really been pleased with myself. I'm going to share a, if I haven't already, I don't know what order I'm posting the videos for you guys. If I haven't already, I'm going to share a haul video with you for December. And I think I only bought one thing. That's the crazy part, is I really think I have only bought one thing. But I have used up a ton in my stash. I have a lot of empty packages. So I'll share that with you. All right, I am going to leave this glassine bag in here because I like to use these as layering pieces. So that will stay in there. And then these are the cards. We've got some 4x6. And I am very, I'm looking at my plans for the Project Life Pages. I am really good about printing 4x6 photos. I usually fill all my 4x6 pockets with photos, which is kind of nice because usually kits don't come with that many 4x6 photos. But this, cards, but this one actually has 6 4x6 cards. So, and they are double-sided. One side is horizontal and one side is vertical. I always use Design A page protector, so I always use the horizontal side. We've got some really nice journaling lines. I'm such a fan of the really skinny journaling lines. Some diagonals, that'd be really good for a title card. A ledger, kind of notebook paper. This is just peach. August, I think this is the only card that's like super themed, but I can always use this to mat a photo or something like that. I won't have August on there. And then this one is not horizontal and vertical, it's all vertical, but it says the best is yet to come in the colorful print. And then this is just that navy blue. Put those back here. Look how nicely it fits. So wonderful. And then we have a whole bunch of 3x4 cards. And these again are mostly horizontal and vertical, and I use the vertical orientation of the 3x4. Weekend, Growing Old is mandatory, Growing Up is optional, and that's by Walt Disney, and that is just 2 different colors. It's the same orientation, but 2 different colors. They're all sticking together. Wow, I have no idea what this says. I just looked at that. What does that say? I have no idea. That is it. It's by Margaret Atwood. That is not in English. At least I hope I'm not crazy. I don't think that is. I'm going to have to look that up. I have no idea what this says. This Magic Moment. I love this card. I think this is my favorite. Look at that heart. It's like dots with the heart. It's all messy. The hair, the house, the heart, life. I like that. I tend away from this like orangey yellow. I love yellow, but I like a bright yellow. I prefer a bright like yellow. So I'll probably use the sides that are like not that color. Laughter is an instant vacation. Travelogue. Date, destination, field notes, and we did go on a trip that last couple days. Sweet life, living the sweet life. And little scallops. Mwah. This is how we do it. Montel Jordan. I like those colors. Note to self, relax. A speech bubble. Oh, that one has a star. That one has a heart. Hello. 8 for August. Again, you can put a photo on here and just have the colors. A banner. Who, what, when, where, why. Today. Oh, today. A notebook print. Here. Young, wild, and free. FYI. And then just like a little title card or whatnot. So there is a lot here. There are a lot of cards I can work with. I tend to use more 3x4 cards than I do 4x6 cards, so I think that's pretty good. So I've got alphas, I've got stickers, I've got washi, I've got die cuts, I've got cards, and I've got enamel shapes and dots. And then I added the wood veneer and the sequins, and of course a few more alphas. I do have these stickers. These are just some word stickers. They're larger, but the colors kind of match still, and this was in my last kit, and I feel like this is one of those things that would just get lost in my stash because I already cut it down, so I'd like to try to use a little bit more of it. This is a Gossamer Blue die cut tags that I've had in my stash. It was designed by a Creative Bubble, but there are, I think it's, the letters spell out high five, that's what I wrote. But this has a lot of the same colors with that kind of olivey green and navy. So I went ahead and pulled those. I thought I might use those. They're a little large, but I think it's worth trying to use. This is all I have left of that Reset Girl sticker sheet that I had. And I love kind of like the little sprinkly things that you can add. So I'm leaving this in this kit to see. I have just a few little enamel dots. So I have 4 enamel stars and a couple, 6, 7, 8, 9 enamel stars. And so I'm keeping that in this kit too. That was again from the stash kit that I had previously. And I think this is the last thing from the previous stash kit. It's just another alpha. It's kind of a grayish toned background with that navy blue, but it again works with the colors of this kit. So I'm leaving it here. Not that I need to use it up because it actually goes into my alpha stash and I use that a lot. But I thought it would give me a few more because I just don't know if I have enough alphas in that red or if I really want to use a ton of the yellow alphas. So I thought this was kind of a nice, a little bit more neutral style alpha to include. And then I went through my scrap box. I should do this more often than I actually do. But I went through my scrap box and just pulled out a variety of papers that kind of coordinated. This is actually from my Cocoa Daisy, is that right? Yeah, I think it is. Planner sheet, and I always keep any of the extra ones that I had never used, but I like the colors. It kind of coordinates. I've got a few just like random cuts, and this has got kind of a reddish, and it kind of fades into an orange. This is a little bit more teal, but I thought it could work. These are just scraps, clearly. That again is that same kind of fading pattern. Got these numbers on this gray and blue and teal paper. The other side is a dark green. It's darker than the green in the kit, but I mean, it could work if I want to go on the darker tones, but I pulled it out for that side. I've got just a polka dot. I've got kind of a neutral brick pattern. And then this one, which I just thought was really pretty. I thought it really went well with, see this color? It's that same kind of pinky color. And then it's got kind of like yellow creamy writing on it. So it goes with the colors of this kit, and it just says, I love you. I thought this would be really good if I need some more just kind of basic cards to cut for 3x4, just in case. I don't know if I will, but I might. So that is this entire kit that I'm working with. I've pulled a couple things from my stash, mainly scraps, and then of course have the kit to work with. So we will see what I create with this. I've got, like I said, the photos already pulled, so I'll be working with this for the next couple days, and I will share all of those layouts with you, of course. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and kind of stash kit share. I've been trying to share more of these. My stash kit unboxings are always extremely popular, but I don't always film them. And so I'm trying to be better about filming them. Sometimes I sit on my floor at night when the lighting is awful, and I just kind of go through supplies and pull out a bunch of different things, so I don't film it. But I'm trying to be better about filming it because a lot of people like to use kits, but we have such amazing stashes most of the time that we could really create kits from our stash, but a lot of people don't know how to do it or get frustrated with the process. So I like to share how I create mine, and I create them in so many different ways. This one was created with a pre-made kit already, and then I just kind of bulked it up a little bit. The last kit I had made was purely from my stash, but I just kind of create them different ways. So I'm really trying to share all of those with you just to kind of give you a couple different ideas. Maybe, you know, you have a bunch of these old kits like I do, and you just need to kind of bulk them up a little bit more so you can go ahead and use them. And that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will be back soon with the layout. All right, bye.